Well, it's pretty early, but needs must, got to get on. And I've got all those strawberry runners to pot up. I'm going to do that this morning. But I've also had a shout from a neighbour who's finished some building works and's got 2 big bags of sand and gravel, and I mean big bags. Well, they're half full, and he wants to remove them from the front garden. So I was thinking I might help him. That sand may go under that little patio that I've created just to give it a little bit more level. Funny how things turn up. Okay, so strawberries. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't use new compost for strawberries, but I'm going to on this occasion because I've got those runners that I think they're going to do really well. And I'm going to take this reasonably large pot just to get them started and get those full of compost. And these are the strawberries. So these are the runners that I took out the other day. Now they've sat in the polytunnel for a day or two, but that's fine. I don't know if you've ever got strawberries from the nursery, but they come just dry rooted in little bundles. So keeping them in the polytunnel like this hasn't been a problem. What I am going to use is some sulfate of potash. This stuff. So this is excellent for fruit and promotes high yields from strawberries, which is awesome. And in this instance, I'm just going to put a dressing of that on top of each of the pots. Not too much. So I better get on. So a bit like when I was cleaning up the pots that I'd brought in from outside, I'm going to take each one of these strawberries and give them a bit of a clean up, just clipping away anything that's old and decaying, giving myself a nice plant that's got a good chance. So you can see it's got a good root on it and 3 leaves, some fresh leaves coming out of the centre, and that's what I'm going to use. So there's a whole load of these plants now from those runners. You can see if you just take one like that, it's a great plant. It's got a good root system, a few leaves, and right in the centre there a shoot or 2. So these are perfect, and I'll be putting those in each of the pots. Now when it comes to strawberry varieties, you tend to find those that you like and you stick with them, but one of the mistakes I've made over the years is not to label them well, and then you don't know what you've got and what's coming well and what's not. So if you decide you're going to start all over again, I'd advise you just to get good at labeling, and that way you make sure that you take runners from the plants that have given you the best strawberries. Now I know these gave reasonable strawberries at one time, but I'm going to assess them this year and see whether I'm going to carry on with this variety or whether it's time in fact to start with some new ones. We'll see. There we go. Perfect. And there we are, dug finished. They're looking really good, and that little bit of watering on top of them got all the mud off the leaves, so they'll photosynthesize well, hopefully, as the light gets stronger and longer. And hopefully we'll have some really good strawberry plants from those. And I've still got work to do over here with these, just small cleaning up and give them a bit of a feed at some point. This clearly isn't a ton, but it feels like it weighs like a ton. And there's more yet. And I think I'll put it straight into this bag, and then I can keep control of it. Good times. That's loads better. I didn't expect that, but made the most of it, and I think it's going to serve me well. So got a bit of spare sand left, just going to keep that in reserve. And then the last things to do, which won't be today because the rain's set in, is cut these edges, and then I will need some sort of retaining wall there or piece of wood. We'll see how we go. It's not cold, it's freezing. I've got a secret weapon. I'll go and get them. These are my quarterback gloves. After all, it is the Super Bowl tonight. I might not stay up to watch it all. Don't finish till 3 in the morning. Who knows? I might stay up. Right, it's cold, so I need something that's going to keep me warm. And today is gravel day. It's heavy work, but it's going to be good. Let's go. I picked up this bit of wood on the way up for the gravel, and I've got an idea for that. It was in the back lane, always useful. Right, so I've got myself the bag that the sand came out of, and I'm gonna pop it down here, I think, and we'll use this location for gathering the gravel. I'll show you what it's like. So this is the gravel, and it's sort of fairly coarse. Ideal for putting in a compost mix, actually, if you're doing something like alpines. But it's going to serve well, I think, as a path. Maybe along here, and maybe some of the coop. We'll see. Get this bag so that it's open and not flopping on me all the time. And then what would be nice is if I could just tip it. We'll see. That worked a treat. Just about another 10 to go. I was just thinking, when this video gets uploaded, it'll be Wednesday and the Super Bowl will be over. So don't watch it tonight. The result will be in. Good luck, both teams. How beautiful do those jackdaws look up in those trees with the sun on them and a dark sky behind. Beautiful. Well, last barrow. This is the heaviest one because I couldn't resist but to load it up with everything that was left. On my way, I found one more bit of wood. I'm really getting the hang of what I'm going to do with these now. Right, see if I can get this last one in without spilling it. Here goes. Oop. Yeah. Right, well, I can't believe how much there is there. That's going to be enough to do my path and round the chicken coop, I think. I'll show you. Well, that's a ton bag, but I'm guessing it weighs more than a ton. It's pretty heavy stuff, but it's real good. And I'm thinking that it will go all along that path. And these pieces of wood, I think will be the retainer. So I'm hoping this one is wide enough, yes, to go in there. And the other bit is just shy of what's needed here, but I can wedge something down one side, and I'll sink that so that I'm just about an inch or so above the ground, and then clean out all the excess soil and take it up to this point up here. And I've got to work out quite what to do, but I'm thinking steps down, and then I can have a ridge all along there without a step, although I'm guessing I'll end up doing shortcuts, so I might have a step over there. But it's come together well, and the balance, because I'm sure I won't need all of that gravel, I can put over by the chicken coop. And I've got a bit of a plan. I'm thinking if I take this really muddy area and again take a few inches out of it, put some polythene underneath, and that will give me perhaps 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 pavers that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stepping stones to get us round there. So that's a grand plan. It's amazing how none of these things were in my mind, but as materials become available free of charge, these plans develop. So I think that's me done for today. That was pretty grueling stuff, but I think I'm at the peak of my winter fitness now, and it feels good. See you next time. I do hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, click the subscribe button, click the like button, and if you want updates from me each time I upload a video, click the bell and select all. I do hope you have a great day. Diolch yn fawr.